OK, so we just went on this long journey where we talked about format string vulnerabilities, and we said that if you give the attacker control over that all-important 0th argument, they can cause a mismatch in the total number of arguments provided to printf. If the 0th argument says there are 5% formatters, but you don't provide any arguments to correspond to them, then printf will go on the stack and look for arguments anyway and possibly cause bad things to happen, such as writing a target number to a target address. And in fact, you can write any value anywhere you want, and dangerous things can happen. So how do you stop these? It turns out the answer is not as bad as everything we just talked about. So because the exploit comes from the fact that arguments are mismatched, and because arguments are mismatched by giving the attacker the control of the all-important 0th argument, the only thing you have to do to fix it is just to not give the attacker control over that 0th argument. So this is the only argument where printf reads and interprets percent symbols and matches them with things on the stack. So don't let the attacker write whatever they want to the 0th argument. If you want to print out buffer, you should manually specify %s and then make the buffer one of the later inputs. And now, even if the attacker puts a bunch of percent symbols in this buffer, it doesn't matter. It's not the 0th argument, so they will not be treated as percent formatters. Only the 0th argument is used to determine how many arguments come later. So if I do something like this, all of my problems are solved. So you always have to remember to not give the attacker control of the 0th argument to printf, and if you do, bad things will happen. So the fix is so simple, but people often forget to do it, and that causes a whole world of pain, as we've just seen. But that's the defense. So yeah, now you can't mismatch the number of arguments, and things are good again.